Hi everybody, Lori here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of the Pinkfresh Studio February release blog hop, and as always, they have knocked it out of the park with their gorgeous new products, hot foil plates, coordinating stencils, and everything else under the sun. I'm starting with the new Geo Tiles hot foil plate, and I'm going to foil it up using some silver foil. I am also using hammer mill cardstock. I recently just got this Spellbinders Glimmer foil machine. When I was in Germany, I had one of these and I really did love it. That's how I learned to foil, but it was a Euro plug, so I gave it away and I didn't bring it home because I knew I wouldn't be able to plug it in here. And when I came home, I had my older Gemini foil machine. And I have been using that, and I've been struggling, and I noticed that my platform was really starting to warp. And I don't know if it was user error. I'm not sure, but I went ahead and bought this Spellbinders one, and I really, really do think I prefer it. I don't know. They both work, but I don't know if anybody else has the Gemini and your platform was starting to warp. Maybe I was doing something wrong. Not sure. Okay. So I'm starting to blend with the coordinating Geo Tiles stencil set. There's 3 stencils in the set, allow you to fill in all these geometric shapes. I started with Seaside blue and bubblegum pink. I'm going a little heavy-handed on the outer edge, fading it into a dreamy nothingness in the center. Lay on the next stencil. I'm not sure if I'm going in order. Sometimes I don't check, but there's 3 stencils, and all I know is I only use 2. Sometimes I like to leave a stencil out to give a little more white space. For me, it's preferable. I like white space. I don't like to fill in every nook and cranny with color. A little bit of white is just right. Okay, so Meadow on the bottom. I did Apricot on the top. Again, heavy-handed on the outer edge, fading it in to very, very light in the center. And when you remove this, prepare to have your socks knocked right off because it is Geo Tile heaven. Trimmed it down, popping it up on a white card base. Now for the sentiment, I wanted to keep it simple. So I pulled out the old Brush Sentiments hot foil plate and I foiled these up in silver to coordinate with the background. And again, hammer mill cardstock. I didn't use any shims. And it's foiling like butter. I don't know if I'm just having a lucky day because I'm so used to being frustrated with foiling. I don't know. So I did Best Wishes. I added a few of these little silver metallic pearls for embellishment. And man, that foil just lights the house on fire. I'm telling you. Okay, next is a new hot foil plate called Songbirds on Branches. Okay, this time I'm foiling this one in gold. And so I take it off camera and I run it through my die cutting machine. And again, it foils like butter. There is just a slight bit of over foiling, a little bit in the center. You can remove that with a little eraser, but once I start ink blending, it kind of disappears. I'm using the coordinating stencil set for this. There's 4 stencils, and let me tell you, I feel like no wonder this is called Songbirds on Branches because it makes you want to sing. And now here what I'm doing here is I'm blending a little bit on the edge and then I'm not even finishing it off. It's like you want to look carefree. It's like you're trying, but you want to look like you didn't try too hard. You know how everybody with the hair, maybe you don't know, but I've been noticing, of course, I have these teenage daughters, and they say it's all about the beachy waves, Mom. You got to have beachy waves. Loose, like you spent time on it, but you don't really care. That's what I'm trying to achieve with the ink blending. I want it to look loosey-goosey, effortless. Okay, for the leaves, I pulled out mint, something a little different. Now, as you can see, I'm going very loosey-goosey. Some leaves are not getting any ink. Some are getting more than, it's uneven, but that's what I was going for. Now, if you struggle with ink blending, man, coordinating stencils, you're going to love them. You are going to just love them. Here's another stencil, which is more detail to the leaves. So I pulled out the darker shade, which is Meadow. Again, I'm going heavier handed, but just in some spots. So it's very well, I don't want to say it again, but loosey-goosey is the, is the term. Okay, I'm going to stop with the goofiness. Now here's the last little stencil for the detail on the birds. I didn't even bring any ink out. I just used what was left on my brush for the lightest wash on those birds. And then I took a mini blender brush and I went heavy with passion fruit for just a smack pop of red. And look at it. Now I probably should have stopped, but I couldn't resist cutting this all out with a coordinating die. I didn't realize what I was getting into, because now I realize that everything comes apart. I thought it would all hold together, but it's all individual little pieces. And of course, you know me, I gotta pop it up because dimension is life. And what I realized is, I don't think I got them all put right back in the same spot, but we're just gonna fake it till we make it. So I'm gonna trim this down a little bit extra, and I'm gonna pop it up on a cream card base. Okay, and this just looks delicious on the cream, I gotta say. And I did another brushed sentiments in gold this time with congrats, and I think this would make the most fabulous wedding card or anniversary, don't you think? With the lovebirds, you feeling it? Okay, there's my 2 foiled up to the high heavens projects with the latest February release with Pinkfresh Studio. Make sure and check out the rest of the blog hop and prepare to have your socks knocked off. Make sure and check out all the delicious new products. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.